If you're looking for fast, reliable, and trusted auto transportation, look no further than Black Horse Auto Transport. Whether your vehicle's running or not, let us haul your classic, exotic, or luxury vehicle today. Whether it's across town or across the country, Black Horse Auto Transport has all of your needs. Find us on Facebook at Black Horse Auto Transport or give us a call at area code 704-308-7740.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Jason over here at Signature Esports. And of course, a pleasure it is to have you all on board this Thursday night. The PHILHAB, or the F It Let's Have a Beer Truck Series here in the Signature eNASCAR series of racing here on iRacing. And of course, iRacing, the platform of choice for us over here for esports racing. Sim racing to be exact, as we're getting things ready to rock and roll. Off week last week for the drivers in the truck series, so week 6 is the tricky triangle here at Pocono Raceway. Right now, you're following along with Chris Massey, who is the current points leader by about 3 points in the Signature eNASCAR Truck Series. Driver the number 83 for Team SE. Second in points right now, as the standings do hold up, is going to be Colby Hartung, who is fastest in practice right now. Oceanside, California, 20-year-old driver number 23. He is off by just about 3 points, but anything can happen here. Anything can change, and that is kind of where we are at as it stands in points for the first couple of weeks. Chris Robert's out there giving a big old hello. How are you on YouTube? He says the 96 is going to do what he can here today. Here is the 23-year-old getting off the tracks, getting on the pit road. So if you got an opportunity, give us a like and follow on all the platforms. If you're new here, then I appreciate you very much for joining. Last year's champion, Joe Sanchez, the Newington, Connecticut 26-year-old, driving the 55 here, is thoroughly enjoying, I believe, getting out there and running. So he was the Signature eNASCAR Truck Series champion last season, and he is back in it again, ready to rock and roll. Gonna get a little bit of Pocono in. Practice has ended. They are going to line it up, and we're gonna get the race ready to rock and roll here. Here is going to be your starting grid. Brandon Banks, the number 88 Rowdy Motorsports driver. He is going to be your pole sitter, as Wesley Straight's going to be starting there on the outside of him. Things are going to be, they're going to start lining up here in just a second. Matt Belt's going to be second in that inside row in row number 2. Starting third with Colby Hartung to his outside. Eric Schaefer, Big Shaves, driving the number 22 here today. He is going to be on that inside line with Mason Flippin. Mason back in the mix after taking a couple of weeks off. Joe Sanchez driving the 55 here at Pocono. We were talking about him before. Dale Lekus Jr., DLJ, the number 65. He is back in the mix. We watched him do some great things over the last couple of weeks, so he's still running very nicely. CJ Munier in the 89. Matt Roberts is going to be there in row number 10 with these drivers. Chris Robert's the 96. He is Team Canada today, but also representing Team Drinking Bros. A lot of Drinking Bros representatives here today. A lot of Pocono lovers. Aiden Hill's going to be there in row number 6, starting 12th outside of Chris Roberts. Cody Spare, the number 36, is going to be, let me move on down. There you go. Cody Spare, the number 36, is going to be starting there with Drew Neubauer in the row number 7, 13 to 14. Jesse Priest, he's going to be back in the mix. Mr. Priest driving, I think he's driving, he's driving a 33. There he is. His name's just so long, it doesn't fit on the relative. Eric Stewart's going to be there on the outside of him there, starting row number 8. Joseph Smith in the 46 is going to be starting 17th with Robert Parrott to his outside. Chris Massey, points leader, is going to start 19th. And Austin Harger is going to be there to his outside. Michael Newbrow had a great finish in the last race at Bristol. He's looking to capitalize here, take his time, and move his way to the front. Stephen Ray, Greg Turner is going to be there in road number 12 with Stephen Rasick to the outside. These guys are getting lined up pretty darn quick. They're coming back around as Cody Anderson, Douglas Carlson is going to be out there, as well. Zach Flippin, Cody Kinsey, and Brandon Sauls, Mark Harris. All those guys getting into Alliance 4, missing qualifying, and now we're going to be back at it again. So that's the starting order for you. And as it sits and as we speak, there's the flagman himself ready to rock and roll. You see the lights coming there. He is, look at that, he's the hardest working person there. They call him Barney in iRacing, and I think NBC helped out with that, but I call him Fred here, so we're calling Fred the Barney, just to be sure. Fred the Barney flagman ready to give it a green, and they're going to get it, and they are off, ready to roll. Green flag racing for the drivers as they are ready to go. They are diving into turn 1. Man, oh man, Brandon Banks there to the outside. A whole lot of fun for him as they're rolling. Banks moving forward. 14 of Belt there to the inside. Already some heavy racing. Drafting and side draft going to be the big thing here as they continue to move forward. 88, 14, 1 and 2. The 23 of Hartung there to the outside. Crossover there into turn 2 here as the chute is being just that. That's a chute right there. Banks, Belt, Hartung, straight. That's going to be how the drivers work as they continue to move forward. Moving and grooving, Pocono. Let's go. 69, says Daryl Patchett. Daryl, how are you doing, my friend? Gregory Turner getting a shout out from the man himself. Good old Daryl. Here he is. He's running 22nd. He's going to be having that gun barrel coffee driver. Ooh, maybe a little touch and go from the 19 right there. That's going to be Zach Flippin. Brandon Banks still out front. Long little racetrack we have here. 2.5 miles for the drivers. And Eric Schaefer having a little bit of net issues right there as they run down the backstretch. Here they go. 64 laps here, but that's 160 miles, so it doesn't seem like that many laps, but I tell you what, it is a long drive around this track. Pocono, one of the best that I like because it is a true driver's track. Here's the race in for you. It is the That Beer Chick at Pocono. And that is all about That Beer Chick. New YouTube channel for the PhilHab lady, Joe. She's got a new YouTube channel, so go out there and check it out. Go to youtube.com and search That Beer Chick, and you'll see some of her new stuff that she's got out there. Track temperature 108 degrees as they continue lap number 3 under green flag conditions. Here in the Truck Series, they run the Toyota Tundras, the Ford F-150s, and the Chevy Silverados here. 3 different turns based off of 3 different tracks here in the circuit for NASCAR, and right now they're holding on to it. 79-degree air temperature, very humid, and that clear sky is not going to be very good for tire wear here as they continue to move forward. Maximus Sports Cars, one of our sponsors over here at W_Piercer. Good to see you out there. Willie's daughter, a.k.a. Good to see all the Twitch followers out there. Thank you very much for doing that. And good to see everybody out there on Facebook. Thank you very much. Share it out to your favorite groups. 88 of Brandon Banks moving forward right here and doing a fantastic job of holding it off. The Rowdy Motorsports 88. Eric Schaefer there in fourth. A little bit of netcode issues. It's the only thing that makes that hard for Schaefer is that his draft just gets affected because of that. But it could be, like I said, it could all be about me. It could be about what's going on in my. At the same time, I've seen myself have those same issues. iRacing has been a little pain in the butt for everybody. Joe Sanchez, right where he started. There's last year's signature eNASCAR Truck Series champion. He is there in seventh. That's exactly where he started. Let's see who the biggest mover of the race is right now. I think it's a tie between a bunch of drivers. And here he is. That's going to be Mark Harris. He is in 25th. He started 30th, and he is up 5 spots. Cody Kinsey, just the same. He is right there in 23rd. He started 28th. Chris Massey started 19th. The points leader is trying to get himself up in the mix, because pit strategy is going to be a big key here. No competition cautions, no stages. It's all racing. And right now he's trying to track down the 46 in front of him. It's going to be Joseph Smith. And that for she's in 11th, right where he started, right behind Cody Spare. A whole bunch of Chevys in the field today. First Toyota in the mix. DLJ, Dale Leakus Jr., the 65, holding on to 5th place, up 3 spots from where he started. Moving and grooving. Brandon Banks still out front. Matt Belt right there, right behind him. You got to keep the draft at this track, and if not, then you really have to do some big things. Darlene Hanchik, you go 27. You are amazing. That's Aiden Hill. There he is. I know that number. There he is. The young man, but pick your names. Fantastic driver. Thank you, Dad. Good to see him. We are going to work. I know he's doing this. He's wearing this paint scheme for his father. We talked about it just the other day, and I wanted to make sure that we go back and look at that, because we wanted to do a pace lap for him, and I think there's some things that I think we missed this week. So many apologies. Let's see. See, for his dad in the service for the military, as well as being a firefighter. He is retiring in less than a year, and wanted him and his station to see him say thanks at Pocono. Well, I tell you what, there's a special way to say thank you. I want to say thank you as well. Mr. Aiden Hills out there, there's your big salute. Big old thank you, Dad, right there on his paint scheme. I did remember the paint scheme, and I did see it earlier. I just missed the parade lamp, so many apologies. And here is, that is. Trying to get your watch streak back. You need to try, again, that's funny. W_Piercer, and James here for the number 3. This is a good battle going on right here. That's the 22 of Eric Schaefer in front of him. Schaefer falls off a few spots, but he's still holding on to the 7th pretty darn well. But Aiden Hill is going to be right there to the back bumper, and Mason flipping there as well. So good drive so far. Things are being kind to everybody. Here is that young man. And as it so bees, there it is. Thank you, Dad, on the front. Thank you, Dad, on there's the hood cam right there. Thank you, Dad, on the back. Look at that. Young man appreciates his father. That we can be very proud of. Up 4 spots for that guy. Cody Kinsey, I hope you brought some stamps, because I'm about to send it. There it is, Cody Kinsey, here for the number 3. Atten James, good to see you. Darlene, I hope you're having a fantastic evening. Hopefully that helps everybody right there. There's the number 3 driving for Drinking Bros Racing. And right now, Brandon Banks, he's still out front. He's got Matt Belt right behind him. Team points, I still have to work on updating. Had some things changed throughout the series, and I've just kind of been slacking, so it's kind of my fault there, folks. In 4th, that's going to be Wesley Strait, the number 66. Driving down there into the corner. He is off 2 spots from where he started. Started 2nd, but he's had to work himself back in the mix, trying not to slide up and tap that wall. DLJ right behind him. Carlson will come out. Douglas Carlson involved. Let's go and take a look. Was trying to come around. 31 gets a little bit in there. Not so bad. Not so bad. That's not so bad. Not so bad. His spotter said he was clear. I like the truck. Phasma with friends. There he is. Douglas Carlson. All good things. 10 laps in. They've only got 3 tire changes here. So a total of 4 sets of tires. If you're the leader, 10 laps in, do you take the tires now or do you wait? I would say that I would probably, I don't know, I would wait. That's just me. 3 laps for a pace lap here at Pocono because of the big track. Kind of like what it is at Indianapolis and Daytona and Talladega, all that stuff. So we'll be back to it here very, very shortly. Hope you're all having a fantastic evening out there. Thank you to everybody tuning in and watching. We appreciate it over here. Signature Esports couldn't do it without you. And, you know, all the broadcasts really, really, really enjoy it. So, Aiden, if you're out there, tell me what your dad's name is. If anybody out there can tell me what Aiden's dad's name is, I want to specifically say his name because that would be awesome. I didn't get that from him, so. Banks, Belt, Hartung, Strait, Lekas, Sanchez, Schaefer, Hill, Flip, and Spare. What do? Do you just run it out? They had 10 laps of green there, and that was good racing. Good racing. Just a little simple little turn right there. Yeah, it'll mess you up. But I do see it. I do have some fun, so. All good things, all good things. I enjoy the stream. I enjoy what we do here. Brandon Banks is coming to pit road, so let's see how many takers we have. Pretty much everybody. I think Roberts might stay out. He typically does, but I think with the short laps, I don't know if he's going to be able to come around and go to pit road without taking an EOL, so we will see if this works for him. Steven Racek's going to stay out as well. Zach Flippin staying out. And Mark Harris coming around. I think Mark was in on 9, so I think he might just be coming back around. So these things do happen. Yeah, kind of cool. Roberts, Racek, Flippin, and Harris is going to come off pit road. He's going to win that race off pit road. There's all the rest of the drivers doing their thing. Here they go. Race off pit road, the 28, doing the next one. Alrighty, Darlene out there says that. Here we go. I think the slow-mo cam was still on. That Aiden's dad is Michael Hill, and Michael Hill served in the Army during Operation Desert Storm. which was a few years before I joined. So very, very cool. So my hat's off to you, and I am going to just take a moment of silence for all of our veterans out there. And please, I hope that all of you do as well. Alrighty, lights are off on the pace car. They're going to go back to green flag racing. Thank you to Michael Hill out there and all the guys over there. Thank you very much. Sandra D, we love you. How are you doing out there? Did someone say 69? That is absolutely right. Good to see you out there. Hopefully that's Joe. Is that Joe? Joe, are you out there with Sandra D? Are you guys talking to each other? That's super cool. Brian Giardio, I'm going to ask you how to say your name before we get to it. He's a new driver to the Truck Series. He's going to be with us next week. And I like this camera. I set it up a while ago. And we're going to see how this is going to rock and roll. They're going to come around the chute into turn 3. They're going to go back to green flag racing right here. Somebody did say the 69. I think that was Daryl. 96, 99, 19. All three of those numbers are going to be up front here as they continue to rock and roll here. Boy, howdy. His car is going to dive off. My favorite camera here at Pocono. Where Fred the Barney Flagman, the hardest working person in iRacing, gets on it. Yeah, I like that camera. 96, good jump right there. Racing's going to be to the outside. Brandon Banks was your race leader and pole sitter. He's going to be there to the outside behind Racing. They're going to drift up the track just a little bit. Roberts is going to have a good run right here. They are still on about 10 lap older tires, maybe hoping for some kind of benefit here. Oh, they are going to get a benefit. McKenzie's going to be involved in that one. They were 3 wide right there out of the corner. Ooh, got loose. Oh, man. Mr. Kinsey got in it twice. Here's a look at it right here. 82 there, checked up just a little bit. 3 was loose. Man, oh man. And a Newbrow. He punted Newbrow. Nice job, Newbrow, for holding on to it. Man. It is, says Daryl. Oh, hey, Joe. How are you doing? How you doing? All right, Kenzie, get back to it. Right there in the back of it. Thank you for giving a follow, giving all that stuff. I can tell she did something. Our stream numbers just jumped through the roof. Good to see you out there, Joe. That's where it was. Chris Roberge went back around, meeting up with the pace car. Quick caution right there. Just a little bit loose. Those fresh tires will do you some harm coming into the corner, but they were 3 wide. And man, oh man, oh man. Caution out on lap 13 for the drivers. And Kinsey has good luck, and then he has Kinsey's yeah look. And that right there was crazy. Crazy. Speaking of Joe and the PhilHab crew, make sure we've done a lot of printing for them this week, and thank you to everybody out there that does that. SignatureEsports.com. In the shop area, we actually have a PhilHab section. That is the 4-letter word. It have a beer. The sound of cars going pew 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 makes your no place happy. Almost saved it. He did almost save it. It was almost there, says James out there, but that's a long pace lap, so he's got a lot of time to work on the car or on the truck, and he'll be able to get back out there. Make sure you get out there, signatureesports.com, get that shop, go out there and buy you one of those shirts, one of those amazing shirts, and we're developing new stuff all the time. And remember, I mentioned it at the beginning of the broadcast, but I want you to do it again. Go out there and go to youtube.com, That Beer Chick. Search for that. She's gotten a lot of followers, so it might be youtube.com/thatbeerchick. But for the time being, go out there, give her a follow on all of those platforms. Big old influencer that I love. I love to support, and she's absolutely amazing. Stephen Racek's going to be your new race leader, and Brandon Banks is going to be there in second. So the restarts here are going to be a lot of fun. Racek hasn't been to pit road just yet, so quite possibly an opportunity. I do believe that a good strategy right there for Mr. Roberge. He's going to have at least a lap or two better on his tires, and a couple of things going on there. Cody Kinsey getting some damage fixed. He is just one lap down. Michael Newbra is doing the same thing. He got punted, man. I mean, that thing just like, watch. Right here. Right about here is off the wall. Boom, 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 boom. And then punts his team owner. And Newbra saved it, man. Look at him. Kinsey a little rear damage, and then Newbra, he just got punted. There he is, right there. Long pit laps, or long pace laps, so they'll be able to get it fixed. Come on, Cody, says JoJo out there. Joe, come on, you getting Cody some love. So he's only going to be a lap down, but in the draft, I think the biggest part here when it comes to, see, Newbra's going to come around. He's going to pace out the lap. Matt Roberts coming in to get a little extra damage repaired. I believe the 82 is doing the same thing, so they're going to do that. Newbra coming back around. Cody Kinsey, he's going to, you can hear it getting, it's tinking away. You can sometimes watch the vehicles and watch them get repaired as they go. Here. See the crinkles? They're fixing. Love it. All right, let's go back up to Stephen Racek, who's going to be your leader at the moment. And as they pace down the backstretch right here, lights are off on the pace car. Racek, Banks, Hartung, and Flippin. That's going to be the front two rows. Sanchez is going to be there as well. And Matt Belt back in the mix up there. How long can Racek hold off the drivers here on the restart? Because it's going to be all about the tires here. Into turn one, it's going to be very interesting. Joe, the massive family that you're talking about out there, well, I tell you what, they are driving for Elite Sim Racing Association at the moment. So if you guys want to talk, go see the Mario family, then by all means, that's where I think they race on a couple nights a week. No longer racing for us over here, but still very talented drivers. Good to see all those guys out there. We do appreciate all of them. Racek up 23 spots. So is Flippin. Moving and grooving. Hope everybody's having a great evening out there. Fantastic drive. Green once again. Look at that. That's the difference on the restart right there. A good push from Hartung. Trying to go to the inside of the 99. Brandon Banks taking over the lead to the outside. And they are scattered like cockroaches in the sunlight. Holy goodness gracious. Racek trying to stay down low right there. As you see a whole lot of congestion, a whole lot of traffic on older tires. Sometimes good, sometimes bad. 55 there to the bottom. They are 3 and 4 wide all the way into the chute. Here they come. Brandon Banks holding on. He's going to have that cleared. Trying to get single file. These guys, 27, Aiden Hill. Over to the wall, going around. Big wreck for everybody. Parking lot party. Man. Flippin' boys getting some love. Go the Flippin', says Sandra D out there. Joseph, I would not mind that at all. It'd be a lot of fun. David Finn, Pocono is so boring. Never watched. I think it just got interesting. if it flipped over, it's still a good time. Always fun, always fun. All right. Man, oh man. It was a parking lot party for everybody. Third caution of the race. A good long run there in the beginning, and then it ran several laps in it. It was definitely there. So let's go back. It was Aiden Hill. Got a little bit loose right there, but there was a lot of things happening behind him. Aiden got loose. It looked like somebody went below the line right there. That was the 46. Dropped below. I think, oh man, he pushed it 4 wide. That was, it's not Stephen Rasick right there. He was holding on. Now, hold on, far chase view. Let's look at this from this point of view. Here you go. All right. And into it. There you go. There's a 99. They kind of split. 46 was there. Oh, how about some net code? But it didn't help. The 27 was already there. So, oh man, that was a whole lot of love tabs. Alrighty, Brandon Banks out front. A whole lot of folks on pit road right now. That's going to be Wesley Strait, Mason Flippin, Drew Neubauer, all those guys on pit road right now. They're coming on. He's coming out of pit road. I think they're coming into pit road right now. So there they are. We're talking a ton of folks on pit road. A whole lot of damage to get repaired there. Oh, man. Joe, that's the track we're at. I love you. Pocono Raceway. Oh. There it is, 64 laps, Pocono Raceway, 2.5 mile track, still 108 degrees out there. Man, on the track at least. Whew. Here she is, that beer chick at Pocono. Oh, man. Lap 19 being completed under caution, and we're going to go back to it here in just a few moments. Sandra D. Reminds me of, what is it called? Is that Grease? Yeah, I think that's what it reminds me of. Hey, I might be mistaken. My old age might be getting to me. 88, 14, 65, 23, and the 19. Wasn't he Daryl, wasn't he a wooden puppet? Oh, do it. Pop open a cold one. Say FILHAB. Got to give it a PhilHab. Hashtag PhilHab out there for everybody. Oh, goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Get your beers going. Get your drinks, your cocktails. Of course, always drink responsibly and drink with a friend. All the friends you have out there. Something like 1,000 of them right now. You got 1,000 of them, go do it. Oh my goodness, can't repeat that. That's funny. Banks, Belt, Lekas, Hartung, Flippin. There's going to be your top 5. Smith, Flippin, Priest, Roberts, and Munier. Some clean trucks out there. Some trucks that are going to have to work. Aiden Hill right into the wall. Gregory Turner coming off pit road, though. I think he got a little bit of his damage repaired. Here is your 69. Here's the next most famous number 69 that we know. Oh, cracking me up. Brandon Banks is your race leader, 40-year-old from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And turn 2 is the chute. That's where they're at. Matt Belt's going to restart there to the outside. Biggest mover of the race, Zach Flippin right now. The 19 is up 21 positions. And holding on to it. Brandon Saul's back in the mix. He had to take a couple of weeks off. 31-year-old from Augusta, Georgia. driving for Team SC out there. He's back in the mix, so he's ready to go. His truck looks clean. We'll give it that. Albeit, Brandon Banks ready to take him back to green here. Pace car is going to leave pit road. Or leave for pit road, head off to pit road, whatever you call it. Back to green, moving and grooving. Brandon Banks gets it. 14 of Matt Belt to the outside, side by side on the front stretch. 184 miles an hour is the target speed to turn one. Brandon Banks is DLJ to the inside. Moving and grooving, the 14 carrying heavy speed on the high line. 88's going to be right there, door to door. The draft going to work inside and outside. Joseph Smith, the 46, going to be right there. That's who it was, the 46, Joseph Smith. I don't know if he just saw something we didn't see, as he drove down into the chute, and whenever it went forward wide. Matt Belt's going to be your race leader as it stands. Brandon Banks trying to get to the outside, get to that draft, but DLJ is going to close the door on him. And Matt Belt's going to be leading here. Man, oh man. Same for both. I need a sexy race lady on the tracks that you volunteered to West Tribute. Oh, cracking me up. 22 laps in. Matt Belt now out front after Brandon Banks led for the first good portion of it. After some pit stops, he gets back out to the lead. And now after the third caution, things are starting to change. Brandon Banks was fastest in the overall qualifying and second fastest in practice. Matt Belt moving and grooving. Brandon Banks right there. The 23 of Hartung trying to go to the inside of the 88. Might actually squeeze it off here. Turn 3 to the front stretch, right next to the wall. 46 has Mason flipping right behind him. Mason back to 6th where he started. So he has worked himself back to the front. He's got the Kato's Glassworks drive to fame there. Jesse Priest trying to get it. There's the 33 driving there in 7th, up 8 positions. Massey right behind him, the 83. Up 19 positions, trying to get to the back bumper, trying to give him a shove down into the chute, turn 2. The John Deere 33, the 83. Good little carry in there. Robert's back in it again. He was leading there for a couple of laps. Slides in front of the 28. He's going to have that clear. There's Matt Roberts. Muir back to 11th. Off 2 spots from where he started. Matt Belt, a comfortable 1.3 second lead here. As you see, DLJ trying to get back into that draft. Brandon Banks was holding on to it. Mason Flippin pitted on lap 18. He's got some of the freshest tires out there. But he only came in for fuel on that last one, so we'll see what happens here. I think he came to pit road on lap 10 as well, so he's got a second pit stop in there. Massey did come to pit road on lap 18 to get fuel, but he is there carrying to the outside, or to the inside of the 33. The 96 of Robert's there, trying to clear on the inside as well. Going to follow into the chute. Turn 2. For the drivers. Got all these tires warmed up now. Now they're starting to really back on the pace. Matt Belt, your race leader. What's going on in the back? Mark Harris up 18 spots. There's the 31. Looks like he backed into a telephone pole. You would need to change your race suit to a nice pink color. That's so funny. Daryl, we got to get you out here racing again, buddy. Whenever you want to. Whenever you feel like it. Mr. Newbras up a couple spots. He got punted earlier. And now has really held on to it. 86 of Carlson right in front of him. There's the 47 there as well. Drew Neubauer is driving the Ford. Let's see who the first Ford in the mix is. That is going to be Joseph Smith. There's the 46. Got Mason flipping behind him, trying to utilize that yellow line to his advantage. 61 right there on the back bumper. DLJ still trying to close the distance. Hartung trying to make it move. Matt Belt really grooving. his last lap, 56.18. And DLJ, a 56.40. Brandon Banks trying to hold on. Kobe Hartung there as well. I think, how do you catch up to the race leader? I mean, at this particular point, you don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how you would catch up to him right now. It's just insane. Just insane. Joseph Smith there. Massey gets around a few drivers. Robert shoving them down the racetrack. There's another Ford in the mix. First Toyota's going to be there, I think, to the inside. The 88's trying to push the 65 up the track a little bit, trying to make it clear. And he's going to be there. 23 of Hartung trying to go to the inside of the 88. Somebody trying to apply pressure to the 65. Not going to get it, though. And the more they fight, the more this guy pulls away. DLJ separating himself just a little faster on that lap. So Matt Bell, 57 flat, 56.9 for the rest of the drivers. So they did gain a little bit there. Maybe if they get nose to bumper, they can catch back up and then duke it out a little bit later. Matt Belt can just kind of ease off just a little bit. Maybe save some tires, save some fuel. Moving. Let's see. Joe Sanchez was in there. There's Robert Parrott. He's back out there running. Cody Anderson on pit road. Aiden Hill in 25th. Trying to hold on for dear life. Wesley Strait to 66th there. Steven Rasick back there in 23rd. Still on the lead lap. Gregory Turner. There's the 69. He's gotten his truck a little bit more cleaned up and fixed. He's in 21st, only 13 seconds off the pack. Matt Belt and Lekas and Banks and Hartung, all these guys. I think they're starting to catch him now. There it is. That's how they're doing it. Moving and grooving. Cheers to you out there. Here's my social on behalf of my good friend, Mr. Kyle Miller. Whiskey, water, wine, whatever you're drinking. Raise it up. Glasses high in the air. Drink, drink, drunk. And I've got my water. Belt, Lekas, Banks, Hartung, flipping, pulled away from Joe Smith right there. Roberge takes over a spot from Chris Massey, who's an 80 in the 83. Kobe Hartung, 3 points behind Chris Massey in points, and right now would have, if the race would end right now, I think it would be close enough that those guys would at least swap a position. Somebody would be ahead of another. But a lot of racing still left to go here. Green flag pit stops will happen at some point, and we're going to see when that's going to happen. Matt Belt out front, 1.5 seconds. I believe he saved a little bit and then got back into the gas, and then he's back off at it again. Banks gets around Lekas. Now the shove coming. Brandon Banks, your pole sitter, trying to close the gap now to Matt Belt. Banks was pulled away from the field in the first green flag run that we had. Did a fantastic job at it. Lap 30 being completed under green flag conditions, just about halfway through this race. And a quick little one, if you think about it and you look at what's going on there. We believe we dropped a few frames, so if we skipped out for a moment there, I promise you we come right back. The 88 of Banks now trying to track down the guy in front of you. The guy in front of him. 14, 88, 65, 23, 61. Moving. Here's the view from the drivers. Here's Matt Belt right there. That gap ever closing. As now you see the front stretch. The big dang old track right there. That's for darn sure. 14 there to the bottom. 32 gets some damage fixed coming back out. That's Cody Anderson, CJ Anderson out there. 9/10 of a second. The gap that has been able to close the distance on. Likas there in third, Hartung in fourth, flipping Smith and Massey. Roberts falls back to 8th spot. And they are battling hard back here. I was just looking at this outside run for Massey. Roberts gets in there. There's CJ Munier back to 9th where he started. He's going to go there to the inside of the 96. Got to carry that speed. That's the shoot, or aka turn. Actually, I take that right. That's turn 3 for you right there. Front stretch for the drivers. They are starting to get very compact back here. Cody Spare there in a battle right here for 10th with Jesse Brees. 96 to the outside, carrying the draft. Massey trying to close the distance on Smith. Joseph Smith there in 6th. He is right there behind Mason Flippin. Mason is in 5th. Up spot. Hartung to 4th. Brandon Banks closing the distance to Matt Belt. Matt Belt has led quite a few laps now and has done a phenomenal job of keeping that line. Maybe managing his pace quite nicely for himself. So all good things. All good things. Let's see how everybody else is doing. Let's go from 20th. Gregory Turner, the 69, up 3 spots from where he started. There he is. Brandon Saul's first race back, the number 15. There, he's got all his stuff back and is ready to go. He's up 10 spots, started 29th. Michael Newbrow in the 6th. He is up 3 spots from where he started, so that's a good day for me, no matter how I would look at it. Drew Neubauer off 3 spots, the 47 in front of him. Douglas Carlson started 26th and is up to 16th. Right now, Eric Stewart is the guy he's chasing, and he is up 1 position. He started 16th. He's in 15th. Mark Harris, he's up 16 spots. He started 30th and is there in 14th. Matt Roberts off 3, started 10th, but he's there in 13th, still trying to track down that top 10. Cody Spare there to the inside of the 22 of Eric Schaefer. But I tell you what, don't give up just yet. Eric Schaefer there in 11th, tracking down a top 10 finish. He's got Jesse Priest there to his front. Inside 5 positions gain for the 33 of Priest. DLJ coming to pit road already. CJ Munier running in 8th. There's Chris Roberts as well. Massey to 6th. Smith to 5th. Lippins there in 4th. Hartung Banks closing the distance a little bit to Matt Belt, but I think that's how the saving is going to go. 34 laps in, about to be 35. How long can you run? I think it's like 20 laps before they need 20 to 22 laps, 24 laps, something like that around here. Whatever it was at Daytona. Except for there's more banking and accelerating here, so I think it's a little less. Can't remember. Good to see everybody out there on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, all the groups. Thank you very much. Make sure that while you have an opportunity... Oh, man! Somebody wrecked. They were coming to pit road? I'm not sure. Let's go take a look. They were coming to pit... Oh, he was. He was coming to pit road. I think he just got helped into pit road. Matt Belt out front. No caution on the front stretch. That's shocking right there. I mean, good, but not good. You know, that's kind of how it works. Cortina Belt, 0.8 of a second out in front of the field. Maybe trying to stretch it for as long as he can. And I was going to put up the fuel calculator, but I don't know if that'll work for me here because I'm not driving, so I couldn't begin to tell you. 80% fuel, 3 tire changes for the drivers. So a total of 4 sets of tires. They are continuing to run very, very nicely out there. Banks is really starting to close the distance again. So maybe see some things running. Here's the last 5 lap times for the drivers, where Belt gains on a lap, Banks gains on a couple. They're really doing some fine work here. After this couple of quick cautions, they got back to green, and now some things are about to change. We'll see how this works for the drivers. Joseph Smith at 12 spots. Is Chris Massey right behind him now after the gain on the racetrack. Massey's going to be there to the inside. Roberge picking up a pace again. So he's going to be there. There's going to be Mason flipping. Massey trying to run as long as he can. Utilize his pit strategy. Slides down there. Joseph Smith's going to be back there with a crossover. And not quite clear just yet on the backstretch. So Massey going to try to go to the inside of the 61 here. Is going to make that and probably will clear him in 2. 61 crossover, slides back in there. 83 up there. Oh, a little bit into the back bumper of the 83 there. Man, oh man, that was almost insane. Belt still driving. There's the 5 of Mr. Parrott. Good to see you out there, my friend. Belt has Banks to the rear of his truck. Jesse Priest. There's a bat. Oh, look at this. Look at this line of trucks. High. Trying to come back down. Oh, man, gets a little bit loose right there. Schaefer goes around. Going to clear him there. And right, CJ Munier is going to be right there behind him. Mark Harris. What a run this guy has. They didn't give it to him earlier, but a nice hold. That's exactly right. I think that is a fantastic one. We're on a little bit of a stream delay on purpose, but here's the helicopter award for all the drivers out there. Because, man, oh, man, it does happen. Remember, if you're new to the stream, give us a like and follow. I appreciate it. Go to signatureesports.com. And go ahead and get you one of those PhilHab t-shirts. I'd appreciate it. A hoodie, whatever you want. 31 coming to pit road. Matt Belt still clearing around. Maybe another lap around. He was on pit road on lap 10 last time by. So that'll be 30 laps this time by. And we'll have an out. I mean, the way I see it, he's getting close. 80% fuel in the trucks. A full second. I believe Brandon Banks might be coming this time by. We are going to have to assume that these guys are going to come to pit road pretty darn quickly here. Banks looks like he is slowing up to come to pit road. Just a little bit there to the bottom. Maybe not. Maybe not. Hartung, he's coming to pit road. Massey, not coming to pit road. Massey put in lap 18. He took tires and fueled in. I'm sorry, he took fueled in on lap 18. So, that's a change. Roberge to 4th. Here's the 96. And hold on to Canada. Eric Stewart, our Canadian as well. A Canadian as well. We're seeing that guy. Let's see. Jesse Priest's flag says Dominican South Republic. But he's not. Belt, Banks, that's the difference. 1.5 seconds. Maybe saving a little bit. Coming to pit road. They are coming to pit road. Now, Brandon Banks was your pole sitter, so that we're going to see how this is going to work out for him as they come around. Massey's coming to pit road. He's going to stay on the same cycle as the race leaders. Chris Roberge is going to become your new race leader. Aaron Schaefer is going to be right behind him. Now, these guys did take tires and fuel on that last pit cycle, so there might be an opportunity here. 24 laps to go for Roberge and Schaefer to do what they can. Junior to 3rd, the 89 right there. Douglas Carlson of fourth. There's the Phasmo telephone pole beating. Rear bumper chasing. Phasmo with friends 86. Good to see that truck. 22 trying to go to the inside of the 96. Going to make the pass. New race leader Eric Schaefer for a moment into turn 2. Schaefer, the 96, a little blink there for Schaefer. We'll follow along with the 96 for a moment. Schaefer's going to be leading this time by. Little right side damage doesn't hurt anybody. That's what I say. 23 to go. Schaefer up high. 96 might clear him there. 22 might have a good enough run to pull that draft and pull a crossover for 2, just like he did before. And that's all you really need to do to lead laps here, is to be able to be in the right place at the right time. And that is kind of where they're at. 23 to go here at Pocono. That beer chick, 160, kicking butt, taking names. Big old reminder once again, YouTube. Put it up there a little bit longer for you so you know. YouTube.com, search that beer chick. There, that's what you need to do. Good shove down the stretch, the 96 and the 22. They are moving. Making a new, hopefully we get that new logo done here in the next day or so and send it off for approval. New t-shirts coming up for PhilHab. I do like it. Koozies are coming too. I'm trying to get the logo a little bit more crisp. I like the way it's printing, but I want it to be a little bit more crisp. Good things there. Thank you, Tony. Appreciate you. Fuel run is about 21 to 23 laps, says Tony. They were really pushing it there, so we'll see how it goes here. I mean, they did have some cautions there, and they go 96 coming to pit road. Schaefer is going to take over the lead. When him to pit road for who was it? LJ Brandon Banks came to pit road on lap 40, and so about 30 laps is what Brandon Banks and those guys, and they did have pit cycles on there, so pretty awesome. Schaefer leading, 11-second lead, 21 laps to go, and man, Jake, what'd you do that for? Schaefer coming to pit road. 22 laps, or the 22 is going to be there. Cody Spare still need to come to pit road as well. We're going to see if he does, but Schaefer's still leading here. He's coming to pit road. Brandon Banks going around DLJ. There's Leakus right there. Brandon Banks is hauling tail. Something must have, I don't know if something happened to Matt Belt on pit road. Maybe it's just the pit road cycle that happened coming off as well. DLJ to second. Hartung is in third. 3 seconds off of this guy. I'll tell you what, Brandon Banks is just out there right now. On a different level. DLJ went to pit road on lap 33, so the tires on his vehicle 7 laps older than the race leader, Brandon Banks. And 6 laps older than this guy right here, Hartung, in the 23. Matt Belt in 4th, came to pit road the same time as Mason, as the race leader. And I think I was looking at Chris Massey. Something happened there. 55. Oh, he had a hold. Speeding on pit road, it looks like. So he's coming back around. He was right there with the race leader. Maybe he just, when he came to pit road, it looks like he had a hold. So, yeah. Yeah. Verbal. Beating on pit road, I think. Brandon Banks out there. Good evening, Greg. Good to see you, my friend. I hope you're having a fantastic evening out there. Greg Drace, part of the Sunday crew, which we absolutely love doing. The Joe, meet Greg. Greg, meet Joe. Joe is the PHILHAB lady, and Greg is the Joe Six-Pack Racing. Back and forth. Greg also has a little Twitch channel that he does some stuff on for the league. Absolutely cool. We got a big old finale this weekend. Richmond is going to be the season finale for Joe Six-Pack Racing for the first season that I broadcasted with them. So absolutely cool things for those guys. And I'm excited to see who your champion's going to be. Al Reed and David Lamaga close in points. That's going to be interesting, to say the least. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch. 18 laps to go here. Brandon Banks, DLJ Belt. Going to be fun. Hartung's in the mix. '88 there. Out front, DLJ 2.8 seconds, and I wanted to look at the relative to DLJ. DLJ, a phenomenal driver. He just went to pit road whenever he needed to, I think, or you know, and that's just kind of where it is. And maybe a late race caution is going to put him in there. We'll see what happens there. However, I wanted to look at the last 5 laps comparatively. Matt Belt and Hartung gaining a full second at a time on that driver. Man, oh man. I believe Massey is trying to hold on to his position. There's DLJ right there. We're going to see the pass here for second. That's going to happen. And I wanted to look and see if there was any gain going on. I think the 88's pretty much saving right now. He's got 4 seconds on Belt. And that's pretty much where it's at. Al Reed is as Daryl's pick, says Daryl. Greg, Al Reed is Daryl's pick. You know, it's just what happens. Love it. Dig it, man. DLJ coming to pit road. Here he is. Telling you, strategy. There's some strategy going on here. Matt Belt, 16 laps to go. He's trying to track down this guy right here, Brandon Banks. Big Shafe, he's still inside the top 10. He's holding on. We're going to see what happens there. Michael Newbrow searching for a top 10. This guy had some left rear damage from getting booted earlier. Massey, turn 1. He was up there with the leaders. He's back up to 17th now. He's the distance between he and Brandon Banks, 48.27. Gonna need something spectacular to be able to catch back up to that top 5, because Hartung, he is moving, man. Hartung in 3rd, right there in the draft of the 14 of Belt. 15 laps to go here. 125 laps for Richmond on Sunday, and I'm excited. Tomorrow night, 2 broadcasts. The Xfinity Series here for Signature Esports and the Midwest Days of Thunder Cup Series getting started in the playoffs tomorrow. That's going to be a lot of fun as well. They're at Talladega. So we're going to have some super speedway racing tomorrow night. And that'll be live here on the Signature Esports live Facebook page and the Signature Esports, or Facebook group, sorry. Yeah, that's a group you can join. Signature Esports Facebook live group. You can join that over there. Put all your gaming stuff in there. Put your cards in there. Whatever you want to do with that. It's all cool. And on Twitch and YouTube, our regular Facebook page will be broadcasted with the Xfinity Series with James Oxford's going to be in the broadcast booth tomorrow, so that's going to be really cool. Mason's taking the day off for tomorrow, so that'll be a whole lot of fun. And Saturday, Signature eNASCAR Cup Series back at Pocono. It's going to be exciting. Got a good field on Saturday. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. Brandon Banks out front. Flipping back to fourth. There he is. Yeah, Joseph Smith not far off of him. Robert's in sixth. Going around. Matt Roberts right there. Matt out there still driving. That's what he does. He doesn't give up. In 24th, he's still holding on. Still rocking and rolling. Aiden, he's still out there driving too. Got the 86 right there. He needs all the points he can get. And that's a good driver right there if you can get out there and continue to go. Off 10 spots though, but still gonna have a good finish here. Any more positions that you can get, the better off you're gonna be. Brandon Banks still leading though. He's got 3.5 seconds over the 14 of Matt Belt. And Colby Hartone in third. They're all in the draft. What else can they do? Let's see. Let's look at the battles box. Who is Brandon Banks looking at in front of him? Massey's 8.5 seconds, or yeah, just about 8.5 seconds in front of him. Brandon Saul's teammates, Sauls and Massey, they're 16th and 17th. They're together right there. So Massey's going to go around Sauls. That's the drivers right there. He's looking at Dale J. He's on some fresher tires, so you're going to start seeing that relative start to shrink a little bit up there. We'll see how that goes as they continue to move forward. That's the drivers that he's looking at in front of him when they continue to move forward. Big old relative screen. You gotta love it. 11 to go here. 12 minutes still left of racing, depending on how it goes. Matt Belt closing the distance there quite a bit on that lap. I was going to see what happened. I think Brandon got a little bit loose. Last lap time, 0.2 of a second gained on the lap 53. Now, it's gaining back again, so I don't know what happened there, but he's moving again. Pocono. I haven't done it because I didn't want to jinx it. I'm not going to jinx it. Oh, here it comes, folks. As it always does. Where's it at? That's what I was looking for right there. Maximus Sports Cards, Sounds of iRacing, Maximus Sports Cards. Make sure you go and check all that out. Those guys are absolutely wonderful, and I appreciate all that they do for me over here. And of course, I appreciate everything that you fine folks do for me as well. By tuning in, we do card pulls and all kinds of stuff for that guy, and you know, he's a big supporter of what we do here at Signature Esports. So many thank yous to all of them for what is the best memorabilia place that I can find. So at least that's in my opinion. And move the screen down there a little bit. Logos were cut off. Alrighty, here we go. sports cars. Keeps me looking. This is one of the bigger sponsors of our sound of iRacing. Great guy right there. And he is currently running. He's running back here at 18. The 2 spots where he started. That's all you can ask for. His drive off the Tonka light bright. Number 18. Got a little bit of nose damage, and I think that's what's in kind of keeping it from catching up there. But I tell you what, still nonetheless a great guy. Massey has made some moves. He's still 50 seconds off your race leader. It's going to be Brandon Banks from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, carrying a 5-second lead over Matt Belt. 5 laps to go here. And thank you to all of you tuning in for that fantastic Sounds of iRacing. I like that feature. It's one of those things that I wanted to have that turn it up segment, and that right there was the cream of the crop. So we developed it, and Maximus Sports Cards, formerly known as Bulldog Sports Cards and Collectibles, had outgrown and it was getting confused with another place, and wanted to have his own thing. And so when he changed his name, he actually became more and more popular. So absolutely awesome. Maximus Sports Cards, the guy to know, the guy to see. Brandon Banks, 5 seconds out in front of the lead. Your pole sitter going all the way to the end. And we're going to see if his fuel is going to last, because I think that is the only thing that I would be curious to know. Is the fuel strategy going to hold up? Is this going to be the way things roll? I am sure he clutched it in a few laps. He's coming around turn 2 right there. He's just carrying good speed. Last 5 laps for him comparatively to the driver behind him. Just pulling away. 56, he might have just kind of blowed up a little bit. Good run going so far. Chris Roberts works himself inside the top 5. So is Eric Schaefer. He's tracking down Colby Hartung. And I think 4 laps to go, 3 laps to go here. They're going to have to really, really book it around. They've got 8 seconds to catch for third. But Roberts and Schaefer, they're running phenomenal laps. Mason Flippin got around Joseph Smith for 7th. For 6th, and Joe is running 7th right now. Munier there in 8th. Priest inside the top 10. Douglas Carlson, the Phasmophobia, the Phasmophobia friend that I have. There he is. Whenever you see us doing Phasmophobia, you can check that guy out. He hashtag Signature Esports in it all the time, and you can go and watch that stuff. We try to share it out there as much as possible, and occasionally I get out there as well. Some folks told me that I needed to stream more Phasmophobia, and it just got harder because they just came out with an update. So that's going to be interesting to see. 2 laps to go here. That beer chick, PHILHAB 160 is, it's going to be awesome. Thank you to everybody tuning in out there. Thank you very much for doing what you do. Make sure you go give us a like and follow on all the platforms, Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. YouTube.com/Signature Esports, Twitch.tv/Signature Esports, and Facebook.com/Signature Esports. Make sure you go get you that beer chick or a Signature Esports t-shirt out there at signatureesports.com. If you go to our shop tab in Facebook, it will lead you there as well. Do what you can to be good. White flag waves. No matter what, the race will end at the end of this lap, no matter how it looks. Banks, Belt, Hartung, Roberts was closing the gap. He actually... he got within 7.5 seconds of Colby Hartung in front of him. It was 8 seconds there, but still a great run for the driver. 88 going to the inside. 66 there, turn 2. One more turn to the front stretch. Another CJ Munier passing Joseph Smith back there. I was looking at that. One more turn for the 88. Brandon Banks get his first win here in the Truck Series. He's going to win it here on iRacing at its best. Matt Belt's going to come home second. Hartung in third. Roberge and Schaefer last lap ditch. I don't know where the 22 is. Like, is he going to make it clear? Is he going to try to push it? But Schaefer with a top 5. There's Roberge as well. Good run for those drivers. And a good move flipping Munier, Smith, Priest. Carlson inside the top 10. He was 26, so very good. Neubauer. Nubra. Look at Nubra. Look at that guy. DLJ makes up a ton of spots after coming to pit road late there. Very good drive off for those drivers, so congratulations to all of them. Brandon Banks bringing it home. Clean little race. Congratulations to him. Yeah, and that's a super drive from Mr. Banks, his DP out there. Daryl, that's going to be your nickname, buddy. DP. The rowdy driver. Thank you very much, Daryl. Thank you, DP. I appreciate you. You're like my favorite soda. Good little burnout going. Good celebration. Before we talk to the drivers, let's bring them in and bring up the race results for you. That beer chick at Pocono is finished. Brandon Banks, Matt Belt, Colby Hartung, Chris Roberge, Eric Schaefer. We talked about those guys. Mason Flippin, CJ Munier, Joseph Smith, Jesse Priest, Douglas Carlson. All those guys there inside the top 10. Neubauer, Nubra, and Likas. That's going to be through 13th. Cody Spear, Chris Massey, Eric Stewart, Brandon Saw's first lap back. He's still first race back. He's still on the first lap. So first car off the lead lap is going to be our good friend over there, Mr. Harger. And moving. Let's keep on going down the list. There it is. Aiden Hill finishes 21st. Robert Parrott 24th. Mark Harrison 26th. Cody Kinsey in 28th. And Joe Sanchez, Brian Crocker, those guys out a little bit early there. And man, what fun it was. What fun. It is always worth the fun. Lot to see. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Speaking words of wisdom, let it be, let it be. I think I was going to say I should have been in my channel right there. Oh, I apparently have to. Apparently now I can't just hover over it. I've got to actually click on stuff now. Congratulations to you, my friend, on the race win here. That was kind of just a phenomenal drive off, and I mean, literally from the get-go, we had a couple of cautions there that really made things interesting. You missed the havoc, and here you are.
Yeah, I say we had a real good car today. I really didn't think I'd have that good a truck. I'm never really that great here. Just ask my teammates. I tell them all the time how bad I am here. But Matt there, he had a good truck. I thought he was going to give me a run there. I think he had some trouble there in the pits, and just got kind of lucked out there and was able to get a little bit of clean air and kind of drove away. So, but good win. Yeah, it's fun.
It definitely was fun. I mean, you drove that Beatles there, Mr. Padgett. The Beatles. Sorry, buddy. I'm out here singing on the microphone. It's funny. So, is this a one-off, or are you going to continue to do this?
I don't know. We'll see. I think I'll try to run the truck series as much as I can. So I'm gonna try to run all the series just to get some practice in and just have fun with these guys. There's a lot of fun coming out every week, and all these guys are a good group of guys to race with, and probably stick with it for a little bit.
All right, my man. Well, it sounds good to me. Give your thanks out there. We all definitely want to make sure that you hit your teammates up and tell everybody who you appreciate.
No, yeah, definitely rowdy guys. They're awesome. We like I said, we put a lot of time in practicing, and it's just a good group of guys. Like I said, my family and you guys for doing what you do. Appreciate it.
Absolutely, my man. I appreciate you. That is Brandon Banks, your race winner. Burn it down one more time if you get an opportunity, if you've got enough fuel.
Yeah, a little bit. Thanks, man.
You're welcome. I'll move you back down.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm out of gas.
Oh, that's terrible.
That's all I got.
It was a good little burn up. Oh, he's gonna have to reset. That's awesome. Hey, give it. I knew they were getting close. Let's move on. Matt Belt is gonna be the next guy for you, and had a fantastic drive off. Where's he at? Where's he at? Is he OCR? Where's he at? Folks, they made things really small in the Discord where I pull folks from. And Matt, Matt, normally I have an issue with Matt. Matt, jump in some place where I can pull you. Yeah. If you can hear me. I'll move on to Mr. Hard Tongue real quick. You jump into a channel. I need you in a voice channel so I can pull you. Where is Mr. Hard Tongue? I saw you there. Colby. There you are. Move you. Oh, come on now. Mr. Hartung. How you doing, buddy? Colby, can you hear me? Colby, you got a copy. Jason up here in the broadcast booth. Colby. Maybe some things didn't work. I don't know. All right. Well, I guess that's kind of where I'm trying to get him. Apparently, it's just not working. So, quite possibly might be something going on there. I'm not quite sure. Matt Belt is going to be your second place. There he is. Hold on. Can't hear me. You can't hear me. Let's see. Let's just do this. How about now? Can you hear me now? Oh, apparently we've got some issues going on. There's some things not working. I don't know what's going on there. Apparently the Discord might have to do that live stinking update again. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. I'm trying to move people around and do all the things that I need to do, and apparently that's just not working, folks. So normally these things have better situations, and apparently it's just not going to be the case. Yeah, it's just not working. It's not working. Discord's having some weird things going on here, so not quite sure. All right, folks. I would love to pull everybody in the broadcast booth, but apparently Discord's just being a pain that took us for me right now. So many apologies about not being able to broadcast Colby and Matt Belt. We got Brandon Banks, and everything was fine. The other two drivers are there. I just can't get them. So I'm not quite sure what's going on with Discord. Actually, I think it just crapped out on me. I hope you're having a fantastic evening. Big congratulations to the 88 on the win there, as you know that he has definitely had a fantastic race, and it was a good race. Remember, bring us tomorrow. Join back in on the fun. Xfinity Series going to start about the same time, same bad channel, Midwest Days of Thunder. I will be on broadcasting as well. If you like gaming, make sure that you tune in. Every once in a while, I do some wild streams where I just get out there and play some games and have some fun. Also doing card pulls for Maximum Sports Cards and Signature. The Maximum Sports Card Signature breaks live. We break sports cards, break into packs, break into the Pokemon, all that stuff. We do a lot of things to be nostalgic. I might order a mystery box and open that up, a gaming mystery box. We're gonna see how some things go. Looking for a charity to donate to as well for the entire month of April. So give me a charity. I wanna stream for them for the entire month of April, and I would greatly appreciate that as well. Remember, if I don't see you, have a great afternoon and a good evening and a good morning.